Are you tired of the stress and chaos that comes with managing a professional haunt? The actors, the schedules, the costumes. It can all be overwhelming. But what if we told you there's a solution? Introducing Scython, a modern all-in-one actor management platform that streamlines the entire process and makes managing your monsters a breeze. With features such as recruiting, scheduling, communication, background checks, time tracking, awards tracking, and costume management, Scython is everything you need from the palm of your hand. Say goodbye to the hassle of juggling multiple apps or spreadsheets, and hello to a seamless and organized experience. Sign up for a 30-day free trial at scython.io and start managing your monsters like a pro.
What does these Halloween horror and haunted house influencers have in common?
You are watching That's Scary.
You're watching That's Scary.
You're watching That's Scary.
'Tis the season to be scary. So stay scary with us and stalk us now and join your new horror family.
for premium fire retardant camo netting, burlap 13-ounce vinyl, freezer flaps, and more for the haunted attraction industry. Purchase by the roll and save 20% and get free shipping when you use the promo code NIGHTMARE. Get started today at nightmarenetting.com.
Yo, what's up everyone? This is your boy Willie May with Yep That's Scary. I want to let you know that right here we will be premiering hot news in a minute every Thursday night. Yo, if you want to know the industry news, you want to know that juicy tea, the 411, then stay right here. Coming soon, hot news in a minute.
Tired of the stress and chaos that comes with managing a professional haunt? The actors, the schedules, the costumes. It can all be overwhelming. But what if we told you there's a solution? Introducing Scython, a modern all-in-one actor management platform that streamlines the entire process and makes managing your monsters a breeze. With features such as recruiting, scheduling, communication, background checks, time tracking, awards tracking, and costume management, Scython is everything you need from the palm of your hand. Say goodbye to the hassle of juggling multiple apps or spreadsheets, and hello to a seamless and organized experience. Sign up for a 30-day free trial at scython.io and start managing your monsters like a pro.
80s Halloween horror and haunted house influencers have in common.
You are watching That's Scary.
You're watching Yup, That's Scary!
Oh my God, that's scary.
'Tis the season to be scary. So stay scary with us and stalk us now and join your new horror family.
Nightmare Netting is your source for premium fire retardant camo netting, burlap, 13-ounce vinyl, freezer flaps, and more for the haunted attraction industry. Purchase by the roll and save 20% and get free shipping when you use the promo code NIGHTMARE. Get started today at nightmarenetting.com.
Yo, what's up everyone? This is your boy Willie May with Yep, That's Scary. Want to let you know that right here we will be premiering hot news in a minute every Thursday night. Yo, if you want to know the industry news, you want to know that juicy tea, the 411, then stay right here. Coming soon, hot news in a minute.
What is going on, everybody? It must be Thursday because I am here and you are here, and we have a pretty cool show lined up for you, including a haunt tour at the end inside of a haunted attraction. So, if you guys want to see some cool stuff, what's coming up this season, stay tuned towards the end of the show and you'll get to see all of that stuff. Plus, we're going to be answering some HauntCon and Fear Expo questions, I'm sure of it. I had a co-host. I don't know where my co-host just went. My co-host just literally just disappeared. That's never happened before. That's cool though. We're gonna keep rolling with that. If you have questions on the board, I will pay attention to them. And we will wait for the co-hosts come back, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Chris, do you want to step in and co-host for the time being?
I can try my best.
What?
So
What have you?
who is our co-host that should be in here?
Well, Tayan, right? Tayan.
Yeah, Tan is amazing.
Yeah. So we'll just wait for Tayan to figure out how computers work.
Well, what we can do is we can introduce our first guest, and then we can kind of let the co-host come in between, and then reintroduce.
Well, we don't. You know what? We never get to hear from you. What have you been up to lately?
Oh, I have a haunt. I have
You
a
do.
business, and I've been busy. But I see that we have a co-host now, so I'm gonna excuse myself and bring the co-host in. So you'll never get the answered question. Goodbye.
So let's bring on Tayan. Hey, Tayan.
What's up? Hey, listen, I am not Tayan, okay?
But Tayan, you look different today.
Yes, I look way different.
Did you do something to your hair?
Yes, it's cut today.
Willie May, everybody from Yep, That's
What's up,
Scary. What is
everybody?
going on, Willie?
How are you? I'm good. I'm loving life. Hi, everybody. It's good to see everybody tonight. How are you, sir?
I'm tired, man. I just been working
Yeah.
a lot. Just
Yeah.
it's been hot. Like it's
It's hot
September.
over
Like,
there.
yeah, it's been hot.
Yes.
It's like 80 something degrees today, and it's just hot.
Yeah,
It's stupid
still
hot. Like
it's
the
still hot.
sun's out during
Mhm.
the day.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, that's the worst part about it, I think.
Let me tell you, they said that fall's going to hit at 2 a.m. Saturday. So the weather should change, but that's when it's officially fall. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's still hot. It is.
Who
It's
told
still
you
hot.
that? Benjamin Franklin?
No, the news. You know, I watch the news. I try to get, try to stay up on things. So yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna
So
have to.
are you excited for
This is
hot
probably the
season?
smartest conversation I've ever had in like the past month. So, what have you been up to, Willie?
Oh my gosh, so much is going on. Yep, that's scary. We're getting ready for our haunt reviews. So we put out our haunt reviews this past week. And Gerard, he is right now at 13th floor Denver, collaboration with the Curtis Hotel out there. They roll out the red carpet for him. We got some good news that we're going to be breaking here soon. Whenever you want me to break it, I'll break it. I try to pull up the graphics for it, but we teamed up with another studio house, and we're going to be doing an event in Atlanta.
You still there? Did we lose you? What I feel like he's streaming in like a tinfoil basement somewhere.
Well, he has a really cool microphone. I see a bunch of lit up dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way then.
We will. Let me get me out. Let me get him out, and let's do our first guest.
All right, we're gonna bring on a Recess. Maybe.
Hi, how are
Renee,
you?
what is going on? Sorry
No,
about all of our technical glitches and
no
everything.
worries. No worries. How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Great. I heard you say it was hot. It's also hot in New York City, where I'm based. I'm like ready for the fall. Ready for the fall, but it's not starting.
I'm in Cleveland, so like not too far away, but we're kind of like on the same line. All week it has been like gross hot.
Boiling.
Yeah,
Boiling.
and it's not even like the summer hot where you're just like, all right, like let's go to the beach, let's do this, let's have some fun. And you're just like, all right, this is getting old. We've had enough.
Yep.
What are you doing, Willie?
I swear I'm about to go crazy. Like I'm getting kicked out of the studio like every second. But go ahead. I do apologize.
We're just talking about the weather.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's stupid hot.
that's what people tune in for, is for us to talk about the weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
Renee, tell us what Recess does.
Yes.
Woo!
So, in a nutshell, we're an online marketplace. Think of us like an Airbnb, where event organizers can host their events on our platform and brands can find them. So brands like Red Bull, like Takis, that are looking to reach like, various audiences, like a Gen Z audience, or, perhaps they have like a new Halloween candy that's coming out where they would like, that would be a perfect, connection between your audiences. And so it's a really great way to surface kind of smaller events throughout the year where these brands that are looking to meet more local engagement can make those connections and offer some sort of like offer or product sample or trial to really get engagement out there and build some brand momentum. So that's kind of like the crux of it, but it's an online marketplace that's really connecting event organizers with mostly CPG and like digital brands.
It's crazy, and I think Willie will back me up on this. How this has never happened, at least I've never seen this happen. How Monster Energy Drink has not. What is going on?
I told you it's a ghost up here.
This is getting out of control.
How
How Monster Energy Drink has not partnered with any haunted house thing ever blows my mind. Not only because it just like kind of makes sense, like monsters and monsters, but the amount of Monster Energy drinks that is consumed by haunt actors is mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of these kids are going to lose their feet from diabetes because of how much Monster they drink. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect alignment. But that is one of the big brands that we do work with. Yeah.
Perfect. Throw me a line. That was
happen.
my idea. I just want to say that was my idea. Leave out the foot thing though.
Sorry, Steve. I cannot support you on that because my events, we're sponsored by Monster and they do our haunted houses. And like I said, our kids drop like flies. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry to say that, Renee, but yes, they drop like flies.
I've never personally seen it, but I felt like it always should be more widespread with that. Anyways,
right.
With the marketplace that Recess has developed, these companies that are looking to get their names out there and put their product in their location, what exactly are they looking for? What if, say, I got a haunted attraction, what would make somebody like Red Bull or Monster or Cheetos or whoever pop and be like, hey, I want to send people down there to do whatever?
So there's a few different things. It's the audience, right? So it's when you put a listing on the platform, you'll kind of give us an idea of who that audience is. Is it more family focused? Is it more Gen Z? And then when a brand is going on the platform, they'll target by the audience that they're looking for most likely, or they'll target by a DMA. If they have a certain product that's launching at whatever retailer and they want to support that local DMA, that's another reason. If they have, like I can think of some, Halloween is a really specific merchandising moment for a lot of confectionery brands for obvious reasons. So they may come in and say, we just want to reach every single Halloween event, haunted houses, hay rides, whatever it is, because we really want to align this new product launch with Halloween. Like we really want to get kind of samples in hands or cans in hands or liquid to lips, right? All those kind of different buzzwords that these brands use to say how they're going to get their brand into the hands of consumers. So they're looking for a few different things. And what they could do is on the platform filter by what the organizer has put in as saying like, this is who our audience is. So there's a few different things that they're looking for. At the end of the day, what they really want is to build these connections with the audience and use the kind of more local, community-focused angle that a lot of our events have, right? Like they can kind of go to like these huge things by themselves, these huge events, these huge festivals and things like that. Sometimes they can do themselves. But as you know, like in the current marketplaces, there's not a lot of capacity or sales force, to be honest, where they can kind of find these local events where they can reach these people at a more organic level and really engage with an audience to distribute a sample.
Now what? Why does this keep... I think Willie died again. Oh, Willie. I really.
As he comes in, I'll load him in.
All right. So is this more beneficial to do a long-term thing or a short-term thing? Like, what are these companies looking for specifically? Are they looking for like, hey, we just want to do one night, or is there some real opportunity here for these attractions that are watching tonight or listening in the future to get into something long-term? Because there's haunts out there now that they're doing the axe throwing year round. They're doing the escape rooms year round. They have bars out here where I live. There's a haunt out here that has 6 different bars inside of their attraction. So, being able to stay open year round and things like that, is there a opportunity for long-term commitments from these companies?
100%. And that's actually, so that's kind of my part of my job function, is to create these packages where the goal is to build a frequency. So like once a quarter. So like, let's say there's a haunt that has an axe throwing in the summer and a haunted event in the, in the fall. And then, I don't know, something else in December, and then something in, I don't know, the spring. I don't know what fall, what season I missed. We can basically say, all right, whatever this brand is, this is a really strong audience and they're really engaged, and we know that they post a ton on social media, XYZ. We think that in this campaign, you're going to do a year-long program, or, where you're hitting people once a quarter, or we're going to do a year-long program where we're doing a frequency play of once every single month. So what we're trying to do is, it's more advantageous for everyone, for the brands, and realistically, they have larger budgets, they have more sample quantities. So we are trying to help coach them into building these long-term relationships with these brands. So there is a frequency play that we try to do to make sure that it's not just a one and done opportunity, that they are trying to build kind of a relationship or build a connection with these consumers. That said, if they did want an opportunity where, like, if, there was one day where you guys had this, like, where, an organizer had like one big event and they just wanted to drive to that one event, they could certainly do that. But there's real opportunity to create that relationship with different brands. And then transparently, the stronger the organizer is with, like, the more opportunities they have, the more opportunities will surface for them from the brands, right? Because if the brands are going on and they're searching for this, so like the more opportunities that are on the platform, the more opportunities to have a brand that's going to engage with them.
So in your mind, though, when you talk about building these packages, tailored to the customer,
Mm-hmm.
for haunted attractions, what would be, in your opinion, the ideal customer? Like, what are some check boxes that these haunts, if they want to get something in here, something big, if they want to make some pretty big long-term deals with somebody, what are some of the big check boxes that they should accomplish?
So right now, most brands are looking for some sort of like multi-touch engagement. So they want to meet people where they are. So they want to meet the consumers on site at the sampling event. They want some sort of like logo inclusion prior to in an email. If there's a social post, Recess normally will boost that social post. So they really want to create this omni-channel program around this consumer and meet them kind of everywhere that they are. So in a perfect world, like, we see the most success with programs. Like right now, we're doing a back to school program at different different university housing complexes. And we see success with it being a really rounded program. So they're meeting, like, they're sending an email out to the consumers with a logo or a link or something. It's not dedicated. It'll be a number of brands with one inclusion. So it's not a really heavy lift on the organizer side of things, right? We want to be really careful that the organizer doesn't have to do a ton more work. Like, it's kind of done on our end, as long as it's something that the organizer can offer. And then if the organizer will post something, Recess will boost that and then basically get more eyeballs on it for both the organizer and then the brand. So realistically, that's where, like, brands are looking to kind of meet these consumers in multiple locations. And that's where we're seeing success, there are some brands, of course, that really just need like a one touch. And it really specifically is what audience they're trying to reach, what DMA they're trying to, find consumers in. But what we are trying to moving forward is this more multi-touch, omni-channel approach where consumers really where brands can really meet consumers wherever they are along, in and around that event.
I have a question. Did we ask what DMA is? Like, what is the definition of DMA?
It's a designated market area. So like New York, the New York DMA would roughly be like New York City, probably like the northern part of New Jersey, the southern part of Connecticut. So yeah, the DMA would be like Chicago, LA, Atlanta. Those would be like your major cities and the hubs like around those cities.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Willie.
Okay, thank you for that.
Duh.
Sorry. I needed to know.
Of course.
What I love about,
to be honest with you, the first time she said it, I thought she said DMT, and I was like, I'm listening. It's not, folks.
Not that one. But listen, I have a question. I love Recess. I love what you guys do. You guys have an awesome platform. You guys listen. They have an awesome platform that really details for an event, like event planner or event producer. If you're coming in, you can really go step by step with them and detail things out where you should know. Is it advantageous for us to know as an event producer to know our stocks and what we can offer a brand? Because you mentioned, email blasts, you mentioned, logo placements, as a new event producer, how should they look at their event from a brand perspective?
So great question. I think what we've done recently when organizers are listing their events on the platform, those are questions that we'll ask. So like, do you have an email list that you're willing to, send out? Some places, are very precious about their clients, and we very much respect that. So it really depends on what the organizer has Am I going in and out, or can you?
No, we can hear you.
Okay.
I don't. The video is just getting all weird.
So it depends on what the organizer can offer, but realistically, yes, like there should be a checklist, and we have a whole team, a supply team that works with the organizers to make sure that as you're uploading or as you're listing your event, either you can list it or we can list it. If there are multiple events, we could do like a bulk upload. We'll kind of go through all of those. Yeah. So if you have, 10 locations and you don't want to do it manually, we can upload for you. What's nice is that if you wanted to edit it, you can certainly do it yourself. It's as self-serve as you want it or need it to be. But those are things that you can check. So if a brand is saying it's a non-negotiable that I must have an email prior to, then it might not surface. Like that opportunity wouldn't surface if there wasn't like an email blast. But those right now, we're really just starting to see the success. So that's something now we're starting to kind of coach the organizers. If they have it, it just makes a more kind of rounded approach and makes it a little more advantageous for them. But it's absolutely not a deal breaker. Like there's some, brands that really it's just about, like, for example, we have an upcoming Heineken 0.0, which is a non-alcoholic brand. Their biggest objective is liquid to lips. They want consumers to try this product. So they're not worried about an email. They're not worried about, any sort of social posts would be added value. Of course, they would want to see it, but that's not a requirement for kind of participation in this program. They really just love this audience. They feel like this is a great way for, if you're walking around, you can have a Heineken 0.0. If you're taking your kids trick-or-treating, and maybe you don't want to get too loose because you got to watch your kids. Like you have like a Heineken 0.0. So they really feel like this is a strong audience. So that they love the audience so much that like an email is certainly not a deal breaker in that respect.
Nice.
I got to imagine. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a negative Nancy over here, but I got to imagine selling Heineken Zero is a tough sell.
So I will say, I used to bartend, and people friggin' love it. They love it. Like they love the taste of it. People that I am not a beer drinker. I'm very much a wine drinker, but people that have been beer drinkers or are beer drinkers really enjoy Heineken 0.0. They really do.
To me, it just seems like going Christmas shopping and skipping Christmas. Like,
fair.
What's the point? I mean, it's like
Yeah.
Zima. I remember Zima, that the non-alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's off topic, but it's just, man, that's just every time I see like an O'Doul's or something, I'm at a bar and they're on the menu. They're like, "Oh, we have O'Doul's," and it's like, yeah, how long has that been there? Like, how you gotta dust that keg off? Well, Jesus, like,
Here you go.
yeah. There's always like the one guy in the corner that just wants to look cool. They were out of sparkling water, so I got an O'Doul's. Anyways, all right. Take a trip with me, Renee. We're gonna go into hypothetical land here.
Yep.
All right. So Willie and I decide that we're gonna become domestic partners, and we're gonna move down to Pensacola, Florida, and we're gonna start a haunted attraction. Okay. And Willie and I know nothing about marketing. Okay. We can build haunts. We can build this. We can get people in. You know, we're gonna do 3,000 people a night, easy, no problem. But we have no sponsors. We have no marketing. We got nothing. So what would be our first step with Recess?
The first step would be to host on the platform. If it's just the one location, you would host on the platform. We would work with you guys to put your listing on the platform with all the information that you do have, even if you don't for sure know who your audience is, who you envision your audience being, if there's an age range, whatever it is, right? Like we can look at comps, other comps in the, you know, in your space, and you say, we're likely going to be like this. And then there's a few things that we do. So we do on my end, my responsibility is to work to try to get as many brands to buy the, you know, to buy entry into the organizers. So like, that's my function. That's my job function, is to take all the inventory that we have in our supply, which is all the events, and either bundle them or create content for our sales team to go out into the marketplace and go sell to different brands. So like I might create, depending on what the sample quantity that you have is, I may bundle that opportunity with 2 other opportunities that are very similar or in that area, right? If someone's saying, I want to reach consumers in Pensacola, I don't know that is a specific need,
Right.
but for the sake of this conversation, hypothetical land, it is.
Yeah.
I would say this is a really great opportunity for you to meet consumers in Pensacola. You can meet them when they're going to their haunted house event. You can meet them at, you know, let's say you have a friend that has an axe throwing. You can meet them at their axe throwing event. You can meet them the next month at a holiday lights drive-through. We can meet you at the Orange Theory or the Crunch Fitness that's in that location. So there's a way that like we're kind of bundling the inventory and then trying to find kind of sexy and innovative and creative ways to get brands to buy it in different ways. So like right now we have a holiday package that includes all of our Halloween, and then up until we do a quite a bit of holiday drive-throughs, like the drive-throughs, because you can kind of hand out like a 6-pack if it's Heineken, or you can hand out heavier multiple products, things like that. So
I just want to point out the fact that your idea was, because this is awesome, to go to a holiday light drive-through, and they're going to hand you a 6-pack.
No drinking and driving, but we go cheers on that.
For the passengers, it's for the passengers, everyone.
Yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you guys, so kind of once you list your event on the platform, it doesn't just kind of die there, right? Like I'm taking it and I am trying to use it in different ways to sell it. So it's not like there's not a lot. Once it's on there, the most important thing that you can do is make sure that it's accurate. So like if for whatever reason you expand into the lot next door and you now have a larger footprint and you can go from that 3,000 a night to 8,000 a night, and 8,000 a night, times 7 is what, 56,000. So do you think you can do 56,000 in a week, 56,000 samples in a week? I might take that, like, as long as you're updating that in the app, I'm going to take that and I'm going to go to a brand and say, wow, you have 50,000 samples. This is a great opportunity. This is exactly the audience you're looking for. Like, our team I'm not selling it. I'm not a salesperson, but our team is going into market and selling that. So it doesn't just kind of go there and then that's it.
If
I have
Haunt
a
were to
question.
do 8,000 people a night, actors would be jumping off of the roof.
Right.
That's crazy. But no, that's actually super, super really important and good information
Right.
because there's a lot of attractions out there, haunted attractions now that are going into Christmas events. They're doing
Right.
one or two Christmas weekends. They're doing Valentine's Day. They're doing St. Patrick's Day. They're doing halfway to Halloween. Every Friday the 13th. They're hitting as many pinnacle dates
Yep.
as you could possibly think, and to be able to package that as a selling point, I think is important because a lot of these off-season nights, it might be a little bit more difficult to get a draw in, and maybe
Right.
having a company out there handing out 6-packs might be a draw. It might
Totally.
help with attendance. It might help everybody. That's actually really, really cool.
Yep.
Now, is there a way? I know you had a question, Willie, but I'm going to lose this if I don't ask it.
No, go for it.
Is there a way, say, our haunt wanted to target a specific type of industry or product? Say we wanted to do energy drinks. Say we wanted to do alcohol or food or whatever. Can we narrow, if we wanted to narrow down our criteria for what we want on
Yep.
any given suite?
Yep. There's also the opportunity to say we can distribute cold. Like, we have a reefer truck like that we could distribute samples cold. We could distribute samples frozen. So you as much information as you give us, we really want to target energy drinks. We really want to target, listen, like, if you were very specific on like the brands, that could obviously get, challenging. Like, if we're not currently working with them, the lead time to like acquire that brand, to sell that brand in, could take a little bit longer if you had like very specific brands in mind. But if you had a category that you were excited about, we really want, I don't know, let's say you were already sponsored by like an RX bar. So you have like a protein bar already that you have sponsored, but you really want to round it out with like an energy drink, or I have no idea, like a razor, because you're going into like Movember, whatever it is. You could certainly give us a target list of categories that we would make sure is on the app as like what's available to them. So like, as you go on the app, you can say, we have the ability to store cold, serve. So like, for example, if you had an energy drink, but Monster really only wanted to be served cold, if you had a refrigerator, or if you had like rented like a reefer truck or whatever it is, or this is how much the reefer truck would cost, blah, blah, blah. That certainly, all those things can be put on the app so that when a brand is surfacing, either the brand is surfacing themselves or we are surfacing your opportunity for the brand. So that side of the marketplace works two ways. The brand can look themselves, or it's fully managed by us. So like, we will, the brand will come to us and say, we have X amount of samples, and we will say, here's what we think is the best fit for you.
What do you got, Willie?
So my question is this: is it only product sampling that Recess does for the brands, or are there impressions?
I mean, there are impressions based off of like the email and social, and then we do boosted social, and then there's some like geo-based retargeting. So in that sense, yes, I think that I want to say the company started as more of like an event. Like, our founder started in college hosting events, and that turned into this really strong relationship with college.
Oh, did we lose her?
I think so. I thought it was me for a second.
What is going
What's going
on?
on? I think Chris needs to message them
I think
by having issues.
the FBI tapping our
Right.
line here.
So we may need a
That was
message and let her
man,
know that for me. It was so good. I had some more questions. So I had like 2 more questions for her.
that was a really good.
Yeah.
All right, well let's kill a couple of minutes.
Can we go into
Okay.
hunt news, and then maybe she comes back on? We bring her back in.
Yeah, who's doing haunt news there, Willie?
It's
Is it you or
Gerard.
Gerard? All
It's
right, let's
Gerard.
kick it over to Gerard for haunt news in a minute.
All right. Do it, Gerard.
Hello, girls and ghouls. This is Haunt News in a Minute, powered by Yup. That's scary.
What up, everybody? It's Gerard from Yep That's Scary with a 411 this week in Haunt Happening with Haunt News in a Minute. Happy haunt season, everybody. Keep It Real OC, a spooky camp with over 120 vendors, live music, food and drinks, and celebrity meet and greet. The Haunted Path of the Heritage Museum of Orange County and Santa Ana. For Keep It Real OC. An annual Halloween festival last weekend on Saturday. Fans stood in long lines for the chance to meet and greet Vincent Shaw, Omir Katz, and Jason Marcendon. With the classic Halloween Disney movie Hocus Pocus. Actors in elaborate spooky costumes stroll the grounds waiting for the perfect opportunity to jump scare adults and wave the children who are excited to get photos with Mr. Float, a Pennywise impersonating, referring to Stephen King's It, also poses with fans. Live music acts, Silver Bullets, Chris Rue's Magic, and a Twilight Creep played in a gazebo. Ooh. In the center of the festival, while DJ Benny Ghost spins records on the porch of the historic John Mag farmhouse. Or should I go, HAA, Halloween season is around the corner, and such comes the article from traditional and social media about the extreme haunted house that requires a 4-page waiver that offers a huge cash prize to anyone who can make through. The board of directors and member of the Haunted Attraction Association, aka HAA, is the only official haunted association in the street, and we are tired of seeing the consent and torture experience described as a haunted house. Our attraction operators and owners are considered to focus on providing their customers with a safe experience while equally ensuring it's scary, fun, and entertaining. Customers trust haunted house attractions and want to know that they are safe while visiting, said Spencer Terry, president of the Haunted Attraction Association and general manager at Fear Factory Haunted House, Salt Lake City, Utah. However, that line crossed or blurred, it's not scary anymore, it's just plain torture. We condemn it, completely revoke all membership rights from that attraction. We are very clear McCaney Manor is not considered a haunted house attraction. Today, customers need to understand there's nothing to describe or perform at McCaney Manor that resembles anything that can be expected at a modern-day professional haunted house or home, yard, or charity haunt, said Brent Willis, HAA Vice President. Halloween merchandise is in the store, pumpkin spice drinks and desserts are everywhere, and the leaves are starting to turn. All point to one thing, it's haunt season, baby. Each year, the Haunted Attraction Association, the only official association in the haunt industry, names their top haunted attractions across the country. To be designated, attractions must be members of the HAAA to satisfy the list of 10 criteria related to the mission of HAAA to protect customers, promote haunted attractions, to educate the industry, experts, and employees. Here are the certified haunts.
Awesome. Perfect. Renee, welcome back.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, Renee. It's all good.
You know what it is? And this is legit. Starlink is actually going right over top of us right now.
Oh, yes. The meteorite. Yeah, the meteor.
No, not the
Right?
meteorite. What's wrong with you? The SpaceX junk.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. There's a meteor too.
I was blaming it on New York City weather because when it gets so
Oh.
although it's literally 67, so it's actually not. I can't blame
Wow.
it. It's nice.
It's
now.
Elon Musk is messing everything up.
Sorry about that.
No,
Gotcha.
Willie had a couple more questions, but I
Yeah.
got a question. This will be my last question, and then I'll let
Yes.
Willie finish it off here. I've been staring at your last name for like 20 minutes now, and I got nothing.
Try. Give it a try. What do you
I'd
think?
rather not, because like
It's fine. I've heard every
Gafanti.
single way.
no,
Huh?
because
Renee
it's
Gafanti.
Very close.
well, it's like it's clearly Italian, and you're in New York
Yes.
City, and I don't need some thick dude as big as a door looking for me because I butchered this name. I'd like it's making me nervous. I know you got an uncle or something. He's
In
sitting on a
sanitation.
Break your legs.
he just sits in front of the deli all day.
Get it right.
It's
You
pronounced.
got a cousin in a tracksuit. I don't know. Like
Yep. It's pronounced Gufanti.
Gufanti.
Gufanti. Mm-hmm.
Gufanti. That's a nice name.
All right.
That's awesome.
I feel
like
better
that
now.
name.
That was like
Yep.
that was
Gufanti.
ruining my life.
If you go to Italy near Lake Como, there's like there's like one little town where everyone's last name is Gufanti.
No way. Are you from that town? Is that like
I'm from Jersey, but my
Joycey is in the house. Let's go.
my great
Yeah,
We're at
born in
Jersey. We're at in Jersey.
Bergen County.
Okay.
Because I've done I've hung out in like Windsor and stuff. It's out in the sticks.
Oh.
People don't realize there's like farmland in Jersey, which is
Oh
weird.
yeah. It's
I've
actually beautiful. Some places.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun out there, except when you fly in. Like I've smelt Newark in the summer. Like
Yes. See, that's where I was born from. So Newark. So
Oh,
Jersey,
really?
so, yes. So trust me, I don't smell like it.
I grew up in Ridgefield Park, which is like a really tiny little town near Teaneck, near Hackensack. If you know any of those places.
I was born in California. Born in Jersey, raised in California. So yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Willie, what questions you got?
Yeah.
So my question is this: when is a good time for an event producer to submit their event onto the platform, onto the app?
I mean, I don't want to be like as soon as they kind of have the information, the longer the lead time, the better, because realistically, I'm going to say one thing and then I'm going to completely say the opposite, but some brands have they know their merchandising calendar 9 months in advance. Mm-hmm. And then some brands are very last minute and they're like, oh, I have incremental budget for Q3. So I would say that you want to make sure that you're getting those longer tailed brands that have more money that they're planning out. Like right now, we're planning out 2024 for some big brands and Halloween is a really significant part of their merchandising calendar, their moment. Whereas some other brands are like, oh, I have incremental budget for the end of this year. What do we have? What do we have? So I would say in order to capture those longer tail events, it's always good to do it as soon as you have the information. I think the most important thing is to kind of talk to our supply team and make sure that it's complete information and that you feel good about it. What you don't want to happen is for you to say okay, well, we can only do 1,000 samples today, but realistically, you might be able to get through, 2,000 and then maybe that wasn't advantageous because you could have just, gotten more incremental revenue and had more engagements with those, 2,000 versus the 1,000. Right. And then similarly, you don't want to necessarily, what we love to do is do a test campaign. You don't necessarily want to say that you can do 20,000 samples if you can only execute 2,000. And then that's a really big strain on your end. So I think the right answer is whenever you feel comfortable kind of answering some of the questions, how many consumers do you think will come through your doors and, or how many, doesn't necessarily always have to be one-to-one. How many samples do you think you have the bandwidth to sample and, or who is this audience looking like? And can we do frozen? Can we do served cold? Things like that. So I think in order to really capture the longer tail ones as soon as you're ready. But if you're not ready, that doesn't mean if someone adds something today to the platform, they can certainly still activate by, Halloween.
Okay. And my last question is this: what if Recess bridged the gap for a brand and a Fire Fest, and the Fire Fest festival falls apart. What happens?
That's a great question. I can't say that I've been a part of anything as catastrophic as I don't know the answer to that. I mean, from like a financial perspective, I don't know. I don't know from my I mean, I don't
Does the
know.
brand ask for the products back? I mean, do you
That's
guys?
never once happened. So that's an excellent question.
Well, that's
I
good.
feel bad that I don't have an answer for that, but that's never once.
That's coming up in the next board meeting.
That's good.
Yeah, that,
No, I'm
literally
just
bringing up on
wondering
the
because
call tomorrow.
right. I'm just wondering because that event producer is coming back and he's looking for sponsors. So they're doing Firefest Part 2, 2.0. And so I was just wondering what would happen, with Recess and that, partnership if an event doesn't go right.
Well, that I can tell you that partner would no longer be kind of like allowed on the platform.
Okay.
That's for one thing, right? And like we
Right.
certainly also have like brands that maybe like haven't kind of performed up to the standard that they need to, or whatever it is, that we kind of like get rid of those brands. So if like the products are on site or on their way to a Fire Fest, I could not answer that for you. I do not head up like our logistics team, so I can come back to you and come up with an answer. That's never happened. But realistically, if there's an organizer that just truly is not a really strong, not even a strong partner, that is just like a crappy partner, then that kind of doesn't live up to their piece of the bargain. Like being on the platform is free, hosting the site, hosting your event is free. Like there's no cost to the organizer. But like, I don't know, throwing away the samples that needed to be distributed or like selling them, those would be things that likely would have us remove you from the platform. I'm answering this without any sort of coaching. So I have no idea.
Right.
But
No, this is good though. This is good.
Like that would be we would just no longer use that partner.
Use that partner. Yeah. What haunts do you have on board now that are having great success?
That would also be a really great question for, I don't know like a lot of the names of the specific ones. Cause again, like when I'm kind of seeing them, I'm like packaging them. So I don't have any specific names for you, but I know that right now we are doing this big push for Heineken 0.0. So we've had a ton of communication with Haunts. And because that's a Heineken 0.0 is really excited about that opportunity, but I couldn't give you like the specific names.
Okay.
Well, awesome. Rob wants to know where he can reach you to get his tickets.
Yes, Rob, slide into my DM. So, yep, that's scary. And just send me your name, last name, and email.
All right, Renee, where can we find Recess? If we want more information, are you on the social media, the internet? Where are you at?
So it's recess.is, www.recess.is. And then you can always email me if you want to send my email out. I don't know where I put it, so I don't want to mess it up here. You can have anyone email me, and I can put any organizer in contact. Right now, our head of supply is currently on his way to vacation, but I will put you in contact with the right people that you need to be, or we have like a chat person online. If you have any specific questions, a lot of times people go to our site, www.recess.is, and say, hey, I was at X event and I saw that we were distributing samples and the organizer told me this was the website, and that how can I list my my event on your platform? And our supply coordinator, he'll reach out via the chat and say, here's how you do it. Let's set up a call. So like we get a ton of inbound that way. Renee at recess.is. So those would be the two ways. Email me if you have any questions, send it out to anyone that is interested. And then I can put you in contact with the right people and we can figure out how to bulk import. If there are any more kind of specific questions, I'll find an answer about. If kind of crap hits the storm with like a Fire Fest, I can follow up about that.
It does happen though. Like
it does happen. Yeah.
It's great as we love this industry and stuff like that. There's haunted attractions that they spend all summer hyping themselves up and then they don't deliver. I mean, it
Yeah.
Right.
does happen. It's unfortunate, but it's the nature of the beast, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Renee, thank you so much for being on the
Of
show.
course.
Really do
It was a
appreciate you.
pleasure.
This is all fantastic information. I mean, I can
Yeah.
think of at least a dozen attractions right now that are looking for,
Sounds
things
like
like this, and this is incredible. Um, we'll have to have you back on
Yeah,
with,
anytime.
and you can have the other guy if you want, but you did just fine. This was great. Actually, when you walked away for a minute, Willie and I were just talking how great this interview was going.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
But yeah, we would love to have you back in a
Yeah.
few months because again, this is just information that I think needs to get out there, and I think there's a lot of benefit between recess and the haunt industry
Absolutely.
for both. So
Yeah.
again, thank you, Renee.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye.
Her
Okay.
last name.
No,
Monte.
we did haunt news. Do you want to drop your giveaway?
Yeah, we can do it. You guys, I'm giving away some Saw X movie tickets. We have teamed up with Lionsgate, and we're giving away some tickets to see this movie. You guys, go into the comments and hashtag Saw X for a chance to win a pair of movie tickets. Saw X. There we go. Yeah.
Hashtag Saw X gets you in the drawing to win a pair of Saw X tickets.
Yes.
So,
And Rob, Rob, go ahead and just slide into my DMs and send me your email. I was looking for it the other week, so go ahead. We still have your tickets saved.
So that's fantastic, courtesy of Willie May and Yep That's Scary. Make sure you check out Yep That's Scary every Sunday at 2 p.m. What is going on?
I don't know.
Every Sunday at 2 p.m. Go check out Willie May and Gerard at Yep That's Scary. Every week they just have, I want to say it's a crapshoot, man, because you never know what you're gonna get. You get on that show, they could be talking about haunted attractions, movies, actors, owners,
Yes.
marketing people. I mean, you name it. If it's
It's so
haunt related
random.
industry, if it's
I mean,
horror, they're in
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we're our goal is just to shine a light in the Halloween haunt and the horror industry. So you get a mixture of all three, and we just try to have fun. So yeah,
Yeah, it's a great show, guys, and they do a lot for us every week. And of course, they do a lot for Fear Expo and HauntCon. So go show them some love, even if you just like their page.
yeah, just like it.
Are you guys anywhere else? You guys on Spotify and all that too? So
Yes, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple, any podcast or social media. We are on. You guys can connect with us there. We're constantly putting out content on the regular, and we're now starting to team up with some great brands, just like Recess mentioned that they have. We're starting to hit up the movie brands, and I'm so excited to tell this. Can I share the exclusive?
yeah, go ahead.
with you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we just teamed up with Blumhouse. I wish I had the artwork for Chris, but we just teamed up with Blumhouse and Amazon Prime for their next movie, Total Killer, that's coming out October 6th. And it's a horror comedy movie that's coming out. And I love my horror comedies. I got Ghostface right there. And I love Scary Movie and I love Scream 6, but Ghostface is right there. I just got him and we're gonna fix up his face. But anyways, we have this amazing screening that we're gonna be doing in Atlanta at the Atlantic Station Regal Theater, which I did not know I was doing this. They sit and say, yeah, you got a theater. Yep, That's Scary has a theater. You're doing a private screening, and we want your quote to be with this movie. And so we're talking to Blum right now, and I'm just so elated. I'm pumped, and I want people to show up and show out to this thing. So we're working on what we're going to bring and all that good stuff. But you guys come out, message Yep That's Scary. We're going to drop it, but we're giving you guys the exclusive now. We're going to drop it on Yep That's Scary and give you guys all the deets on it. So you can know the times and the place when to come see this movie early, and it's private, so it's only screened by us. Yep, That's Scary, and so yeah, be the first with us. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. That's congratulations, man. That's
Yeah.
huge. Proud
Thanks,
of you,
buddy.
Willie.
Thank you, man. I'm literally like I'm trying to get stuff going, for Hong Kong and Fear Expo, and like they came out of the blue, was like, "Yo, we watching you guys, like we're stalking you," and I'm like, "What?" And so it was like one after another, and I feel really blessed. I'm excited. Hard work does pay off, and so what I do is I want to share the wealth. I want to share what the blessings with everyone, and just like, hey, we're all a family. We're all in it together. If you guys are hot and you guys want some of the movies at your place, let me know. We are positioning ourselves to really help and bridge the movie studios with the haunts too, because of the SAG strike.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So let me know.
Seriously, that's proud of you. That's something
Thank you,
my
buddy.
dad used to mispronounce that. Proud of you. He
What
used
did
to
he
see,
say?
well, you screwed it up, but I just always took that as him mispronouncing I'm proud of you. Anyways, we're get your hashtags in, #SawX
Yes.
to get your chance to win those tickets to Saw X, courtesy of Willie May. And yep, that's scary. Thank you, Willie. Doug is currently in a spaceship. It looks like he's controlling Starlink, and we are gonna head on over to him, and he's gonna show us around his place for a little bit.
Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. I'm excited.
What's
There it
up?
is.
What's up,
Hey,
everyone?
what's up, Doug?
How's it going?
Wipe your camera lens. How are you?
Wipe my camera lens.
With your shirt, it's kind of blurry.
Not with your finger.
With your shirt.
You just made it worse. Not your
With
finger.
your shirt.
That's still with your finger.
Hold on.
It's
I'm
blurry.
pulling a Willie here. It's because of the background. I'm going to change the background. Hold on. Let me change this setting real quick.
Don't change the background. I want to see. I want to be nosy. I want to see what you're doing.
I know. I'm switching it so I can show you. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. You see what I'm saying here? I got you guys all lined up. Okay. So what do I got? 9 minutes? I got 9 minutes to show you 50,000 square foot.
Yeah, sorry, we had a really good interview going.
All right. Let's see. We got. So where do you want me to go? I got 76 rooms up here.
The snow. Go to the. Everybody wants to see the snow.
So this is your control room, right? This is your control room.
This is one of them.
Okay.
This is one of our control rooms. We have 64 cameras in here. This is our alarm system that we use for our actors. These are all of our alarms. We've just been testing them. You want to see what it looks like when the alarm goes off?
Yes, show us.
All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to arm the system. It's going to take a few seconds, like 58 seconds. And these, every single one of the actors will have one of these in their room. All right? Okay. So as soon as that gets ready, I'm going to show you what it looks like when we have an alarm go off in one of our actors' rooms. Wow. I don't know how many haunts are this prepared, for actor safety. But Steve can tell you that, I mean, we can get there inside 15 seconds anywhere in our home.
I was there the day that we installed them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I happened to work that weekend at his place, and I showed up and I was like, "What do you need me to do?" And he's like, "Grab a drill."
You know what? It's so funny, Doug. You mentioned this kind of technology that you have in your heart, and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, they can activate an alarm from their room." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm thinking to myself, "That's way futuristic."
And it's not even like a button or anything. It's
how did you come up with that?
Just grab that.
Yeah. So everyone look right there. You see it's armed right now?
Yeah.
So the guy in here is sitting here. He's got his walkie-talkie. And then all of a sudden, one of the actors will pull their alarm. Number 50. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm going to switch this over. I just pulled it.
You put a code in.
Yeah. Did you hear the alarm, the sound?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so now it's back to all green. But that alarm 50 went off. And as soon as it went off, we went running to it.
Gotcha.
So
you wouldn't happen to, since you're in the control room, you wouldn't happen to have the video queued up where I lit your parking lot on fire, would you?
No, that's for another time. So yeah, so we have this set up for all of our actors. So what do you want me to show you?
Let's
do you
go.
want me
Snow
to-
room.
Snow.
No, I told you we pulled the snow out. We don't have it this year.
Oh,
They don't
I
have
know
it this
you-
year. Take us to one of your
Oh.
badass rooms that you are excited to show us.
All right. So what happened with the snow room real quickly, and I'm going through a dark area here.
Don't fall.
In the snow area, so this is the front of our manor. This is all snakes and everything. I know it's a little hard to see.
I've been to his place so many times. I know exactly where he's at. Like,
Man, I
know
wish
his
I
spot
could go.
really well.
Whoa, that was loud in my ears.
Did you see that? Sorry.
No.
We can't see
Okay,
nothing.
okay, now I can see something. This
This
is a
is
nice.
this is the control room for our second attraction. It's basically an old hospital that is now the doors are all closed up. You can see that you're inside the gate here, and this is a control room. We have control rooms all the way through our haunt to redivide the lines. But if you look, what ended up happening is people broke into this, and now they trashed it. They're living inside here. There's trash all over inside here. You got a duck. It's a little dark, but I'm going to take you to the center here real quick and kind of show it to you.
How many attractions do you have in your haunt?
We have 5 attractions, and I just realized that I think you guys are going to have.
And he's gone.
I think the technology problems is really holding up the show because
Well,
that was crazy.
he's in the middle of his haunt too. He's got a lot of dead spots in his haunt.
Okay,
just
gotcha.
as far as cell phone reception and stuff goes.
Right.
But the weird thing is I tested all that before this, and we weren't having any problem earlier.
I'm telling you, Starlink. It's Starlink.
I was watching all the way through earlier, and I'm back to the command center because I'm noticing now that I can't do this without a light. We're gonna have to have a light.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep. All righty. Let's take you to a couple rooms.
You know, I really hate to burst your bubble when I tell you this, Doug.
What?
Nice.
There's a flashlight on your phone.
Yep. I was gonna say that too. Just turn it on.
Yeah. But here's the deal. You turn the flashlight on the phone, and it actually changes it on StreamYard. It doesn't look quite right. So I grabbed this little 3 LED light, and now I'm taking it through the same rooms we just went through.
Yeah, much better, Doug. Much better.
What happened?
Chris is pushing buttons.
I can still hear you guys.
Yeah, we can see you a little bit. I don't know why you're so small, but we can still see you. Go ahead.
What is Chris doing? Huh, that's weird.
We're there.
All right, we're
This
gonna.
has been a technical show tonight.
Yeah, so we're gonna take you in here to the manor. This attraction has been overran by snakes. We don't have the air on right now. What I'm in right now is a rocking room. The entire room is controlled by airbags, and as she turns evil, the room starts going crazy.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a piece of the manor. I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff we have in here. Lots of animatronics. Every room has something. This is a pop pan rack. The women are really afraid of that one. I think they think they got to cook or something. Let's see here. So actually, here comes our first of 20 Gorgalors.
Okay. You get the snake?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, he's got them all.
The snake has been repainted, I think, 6 times in 6 years. I'm going to take you out of the attraction now.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you our emergency hallways.
Nice.
So
I love that you have the lighting at the bottom. Beautiful.
Yeah, these hallways are actually designed so we can get anywhere in the haunt very quickly. So to the right is the manor, but to the left is our queue line. We have an inside queue line that holds about 300 people.
Nice.
So I'm going to go into that queue line and give you a sneak peek of what they have to look forward to when they're standing in their queue line.
Now, in your 5 with your 5 attractions, you have a how big is your space?
Our total space is 50,000 square foot.
Nice. And how big is the attraction? Each attraction about 2,700.
No, most of our attractions are closer to 4,000.
Nice.
And it takes about an hour to walk through our entire haunt.
Nice. I like that.
So this is, like I said, this is our queue line here. Your spend on a normal night, probably about 30 minutes in the queue line, 30 to 45 minutes in this queue line. Our outdoor queue line can be a lot longer.
Oh, I like that.
Don't I know it?
Are you looking for scare actors currently right now?
We're always looking for scare actors. I mean, we'd love to get back to full strength, which is 160 actors.
Nice.
But right now we're happy to get 100 actors. It's just a little tougher. All right, so that was a little bit of the queue line, a very little bit, and I showed you a little bit of the manor. I'm gonna try and show you, just jump around here a little bit.
Okay.
All right, so actually here it shows you hallway 1, and it shows you the name of the attraction and where all the actors are at. So that helps my security to be able to fly to the to where they're going. This is hallway 6. This is the artery of the entire haunt. So this one is the only vertical hallway. All the rest are horizontal. And then they all will take you to different parts, like different shows. I'm gonna try and show you.
I think another dead spot. Look, Steve, I love the fact that his hallway is clean and clear.
I don't understand why all of a sudden this thing's acting weird. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
It's Starlink, I'm telling you. Nope, you're gone again. Oh, wait.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like my grandfather just found a.
All right, I'm back. I don't know why all of a sudden our Wi-Fi is not. We just got brand new Wi-Fi installed. So.
Okay, so
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Willie, can you hear me?
Yes, we're with you.
All right. I don't know what's going on, why we're dropping, because we should have really good. I'm going to take you into our 5th attraction.
Okay.
Which is all 3D. So, we got here.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that 3D room. I cannot wait to see it. We're kind of stuck on it. There it is. Right? There it is.
This is the gargoyle scare.
Yeah, it looks like a fence.
It's been repainted. Oh, yeah, that's a fence, but that's the gargoyle scare right there. It's been repainted.
Okay.
Yeah, you're froze again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What?
Yeah.
Which is really, really awful because the artist Josh is incredible.
I was going to ask you. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was at Fear Expo.
Yes, he was.
And he was doing stuff. He's an absolute gem of an artist.
Let me tell you guys, when I saw his work at Fear Expo, man, I was You know, you got some. We have some amazing airbrush and 3D artists that can paint amazing pictures, Steve.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, Josh, man, his work, his details in it, it trips me out. I love it.
Well,
it works with the
you
glasses.
gotta think about last year, right? Or
Mhm.
last show. We had Josh, Stuart Smith,
Stuart Smith.
Little Spider Creations.
Yep, they showed
was
up.
there. And not only that, Little Spider had like a whole section set up where they were letting people come in and they were teaching them to do it. And there were
Yeah.
some people that already knew how to do it. And there was just a lot of great 3D art that was going on. And it kind of upset me a little bit because a lot of people missed it because they didn't know
It was
there
so
was that whole
natural and organic. Yeah, it was so
Yeah.
natural and organic how they did it. But yeah, it's you guys got to come out to Fear Expo and see these artists. Where we at now, Doug?
Well, I wanted to show you guys the 3D, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to. So
there it is.
There it is.
So we're gonna walk a little bit more of this attraction here.
Is that a church? Is that a
No,
church?
This is the movie theater.
Okay, gotcha. Ooh, nice.
Theater room.
Man, Doug, you have a really nice setup. I could do some damage in there. And when I say damage, you guys, I'm not saying breaking walls. I mean killing, dropping people, dropping them down where they piss their pants in these hallways. I would get them so bad. Ooh, I'm getting ready. I'm just getting ready.
This is the library.
Nice library.
As we're doing this walkthrough, guys, don't forget to drop your hashtag SawX for your chance to win 2 tickets to Saw in theater.
So this attraction, we have about 35 animatronics, including animatronic drop panels.
Oh, nice.
And this is actually a snake strike. So the snake comes out at you.
Nice.
So a drop panel with a snake. Another automated drop panel. We don't use actors in drop panels anymore.
Well, I was going to ask you, how many animatronics do you do? What's your ratio when it comes to scare actors and animatronics? Is it 50-50?
So we now have more animatronics than we do scare actors.
Okay.
We're sitting at 65 animatronics.
Okay.
And that's not counting the 20 new windows. So I guess we're at 85.
Wow.
And then 85 animatronics.
Nice.
But we combine them with actors really well. So
right.
you know, we're having an actor in this room, and we have an air blast animatronic in here, or in this bathroom. I'm going to take you behind the scenes, and you can see one of our automatic drop panels here.
Who actually created that drop panel?
This was actually my creation.
Nice.
Yep. And we make them all out of steel, so they last.
Steel frame. Yep.
Yep, steel frame. If something goes wrong, all of them are the same size. We can literally pop this one out. It's only 2 screws. And we can pop it out, and we can put a new one in a matter of seconds.
It's really smart to remove your scare actors from within the walls being confined and putting them right where the guests are going to be at for more interaction. Do you think more haunts should kind of use that tip to keep their...
Well, I can tell you right now, our scare actors, most of the ones that were in drop panels were considered C actors. So they're the lowest paid ones. They're the ones that tend to call in sick the most.
Gotcha.
As of right now, we don't have anyone who doesn't show up. as far as the drop panel. Every night, every drop panel works.
Nice.
And we can adjust the scare so it resets perfectly on whatever number in the group we want to hit.
Okay.
All right.
What
Doug,
room are
we
we
got
in now?
time.
This is a bedroom. This is actually one of those poltergeist beds. And then if you turn around here, you see that we have a cobra.
Yeah.
This is a
snakes, baby.
This was carved by Josh. Josh carved this out of foam.
We're talking about the painter, Josh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Sweet. That's really good. Nice.
So, yeah, Josh does a lot of amazing work here. If I wasn't having such bad reception, I could have took you into some just absolutely sick. I want to show you this next one real quick. Josh repainted one of our babies to be a snake baby.
Snake baby. I'm a snake. I'm a slithering snake.
That's mommy right there. And then you guys are probably familiar with this product here behind the walls. Those three guys.
Oh, you turned me into a snake too.
Everyone in here is all snakes now.
Nice.
So, but yeah.
Now, this attraction, is this the newest one that we're in?
No.
This is the oldest one?
This is one of the first ones. So next year it is getting taken down, and it'll become Dark Side of Oz, which is going to be our newest attraction next.
Nice.
All right, we got time for one more space, Doug.
All right, I've already tried to show you guys. Let's try. If I lose you, I lost you. But let's try and go to the dragon room. Maybe I gotta walk slow. I hope I can stay with you guys. I really want to show you the dragon room.
Yes, please show me. Is this the dragon that you got from Atlanta?
Yes.
Nice.
We're almost there.
It's like a '90s grunge music video right now. The way they're
right
cutting in and out
on
MTV.
Right. I was telling Steve how I love your backstage hallways, how they're clear, clean, with lighting, and your and you have your fire extinguishers along the way. Very up to code. Very up to code. Nice.
Can you guys still see me?
No, we can hear you, but we can't see anything.
Oh man, I'm in the dragon room too. Dude,
I can hear them too. Oh man, it sounds like you're getting tore up over there. That's great.
Oh
man, we got nothing.
All
right, we're gonna cut you off. We're gonna cut you off. We're gonna get into this drawing. Thank you, Doug, for showing us your attraction, the haunt in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So if you're within earshot of Grand Rapids, Michigan, make sure you check out the haunt. It is well worth it. You guys will not be disappointed. And I mean, if you're just in Michigan, just go check them all out. There's a bunch of them. There's Factory of the Dead. There's Eloise, there's Erebus, Hush. God, there's a bunch. There's a bunch up there.
Rotten Manor. I mean,
yeah, the list goes on.
Niles. Yeah, supposedly there's 85 of them. I haven't seen 85,
but let me tell you, Doug, your show looks amazing. So congrats on that. I wish I could see it.
I appreciate that.
All right, Doug. We will see you.
Thank you, guys.
Next week.
See you later, Doug. I'll be calling you tomorrow. Wow, man, I want to go see it. I want to get scared.